So let's jump right into that. Now, this is kind of old news, but it actually came out a couple weeks ago, and I want to talk about it with when Christine was here. Unfortunately, we just ran out of time. So I believe it came out from Collider, but right now I'm looking at it on movieweb.com. Came out August 2nd. Yeah, so that was last week. Disney reportedly discontinuing their Blu-ray and DVD releases in Australia. Now, I don't kid myself. I know that I'm all about collecting physical media, but other people are not. This is something that was big back in the early 2000s when DVDs exploded. And so we got DVDs and get really cheap DVDs and then Blu-rays, and now we got 4K. But most people just stream things online there, whichever streaming services you have, which makes sense because we don't really have a collector culture anymore. 20 years ago we did. Everyone was collecting as much physical media as you could, but nowadays it's, especially when it comes to geek culture, not everyone's collecting physical comic books. You just buy digital ones. Not everyone's getting actual physical hardcover, physical media books. Some people just prefer to read them on their Kindles or their tablets. And so movies aren't exactly the big thing that people are collecting. Now, I still do. And so I want to weigh in on this because they're saying, essentially the story is immediately Disney is stopping their physical media release. They don't say anything about 4K discs. They just say Blu-ray and DVD. So I found that interesting. So are you still going to be able to get 4K discs in Australia? Or is it all Disney physical media releases? I don't know. I mean, you can probably still just order stuff online. I know that physical media, as everyone says, physical media is dying. I don't think it's going to completely die off because it's just going to become a niche market. Look at the music industry. Everyone just downloads and streams music online now. Because when they started that, over 20 years ago with Napster, the music industry was fighting it because it was going to destroy the music industry. And now everyone just pays for it and downloads it online. And very few people actually buy the physical media. In fact, they don't sell a lot of CDs now anyway. Records sold more last year than CDs. So it's a niche market, and I think collecting physical media for movies is also going to be a niche market. Also, the same thing for books as well. I like to collect physical media because I don't always have all the different streaming services, and if it's a movie I enjoy and I really like it, then I want to watch it again, yeah, I'll get it. Especially if it's really cheap. I'll buy cheap DVDs at the Walmart bin. You just go through that, and I'm that guy. And if there's a really classic movie or something I really enjoy, and it's like $5 for a copy, yeah, I'll buy that, and I'll probably watch it a few times. So with them shutting down their physical media release, some people are saying this is the beginning of the end and they're just going to start doing this in other continents as well, other countries. Maybe. I mean, end of the day, whether it be Disney or Warner Brothers or Universal, Comcast or Paramount, they're in the business of making money. So if there is a decent market for physical media, I think they'll still do it. I understand they want everyone to go and just stream things. So if you want to watch their movies, you either gotta go to the movies and see it, or you gotta watch it on their streaming service, which means you gotta pay for that every month, which is what they want. They don't want you to go out and buy, even if you're buying a brand new 4K disc for $40, or if you're buying a special collector edition that they released. They don't want you to do that, and then you have it and you can just watch it as many times as you want. But that's why I do it. So recently, Christine gave me this Avengers Endgame steelbook case. And so it's got, it's beautiful. I didn't need the steelbook, but she just got that because that's what was available. So this is my copy of Avengers Endgame, and I can watch this as many times as I want, and I can have friends over and family, and we can watch it and have a good time, and I don't have to pay Disney any money because this is my copy that I paid for. Whereas if you have streaming services, you got to keep paying it every month, even if you're only watching that one movie or one show. They want you to do that. So, do I think this is good? Am I worried about this? No. But if it ends up going that way, I mean, it could. But I mean, hell, they're still selling records. You can still buy a record player. It's just a niche market because no one wants to buy CDs, and certainly no one's buying 8-track or VHS tapes now. There's some old references for you. So that was my thoughts on this Disney discontinuing their physical media release. We'll see what happens. I'm not worried about it at this time.